This is fun. It's fun to be at a festival, not a conference, where they
Yeah,
actually
exactly.
serve alcohol outside.
Yeah.
So that I sort of I like the vibe. It's really good to be speaking to you. The title of our panel is Blockchain for Social Good, and we were just teasing an announcement earlier this week, a really big one, came out of the UAE. For those who are not up to speed with the news, earlier this week, a new stablecoin plan was launched. ADQ, which is one of the sovereign wealth funds here, alongside one of UAE's largest banks, the first Abu Dhabi bank, that's FAB, and IHC, announced that they're going to be the founding partners of a new stablecoin that is going to be using ADI blockchain. Now, Guillaume de la Tour is sitting next to me. He's going to be the CEO of the ADI Foundation. A few words on Guillaume before I ask him about what the ADI Foundation actually is going to be doing. He's got a 30-year plus career. He built 7 startups from age 21 in France and US, implementing innovation in finance via emerging technologies like blockchain, tokenization, CBDC, quantum computing, and open data. So you are really the right person to be the CEO of this foundation. Tell us about it.
Yeah. So first of all, about these stable coins that we have launched, this is massive stuff. This is a sovereign wealth fund, ADQ, EHC, who push on the market a stable coin, dirham-based, and this is a sovereign attitude to help completely the industry. And it was announced this week, and I think this is going to be a big plus for all the economy, all the Web3 economy on the planet.
Yeah. So for the sounds of it, it sounds like it's not just another blockchain. There's a whole concept behind it. What is the concept?
Yeah. So ADI Foundation is a foundation. It was founded by Ceres, which is a digital arm of EHC. EHC is a huge financial conglomerate here. And the goal of ADI Foundations is to empower governments in order to solve and help them to realize digital transformations. And so we have at EHC a bit less than, and Cyrus, we have a bit less than 500 million clients that we are going to put on chain. So just imagine, I repeat, we have 500 million clients that we're going to put on chain. I mean, today, Circle plus Tether have together a bit more than 120 million address. We're going to do 5 times that numbers.
Where? Where is that population coming from?
So from our clients.
Yeah.
So
But which part of the world?
So Africa, Middle East, India, and so this is why it's a big plus for the region. To give you some example of clients that we have, we announced recently that we are going to empower M-Pesa in Africa, who has 80 million clients. We are going to empower Courage, a big company in AI, in order to do sovereign AI blockchain offer in Indian market. So Courage has 1 million GPU and from the latest standard in India. Other project, we have a lot of project of social card in many CES countries, in Africa. This is why you see what we do. We empower those governments, we build them, and it's done for good with 2 philosophy. We want to do inclusion because we want to help the people, okay? Yeah. And we want to do something universal. So, sorry, I go further.
No, I was going to say, you know, when you come up with a new technology, usually there's a problem that you're trying to solve. What is the specific challenge that you're trying to address with the launch of this particular stablecoin?
Yeah. So, at the edge of seeing the humanity going to Mars, at the edge of seeing Bitcoin at this all-time high again, and there's a lot of things that are not normal on Earth. It's not normal to still spend 3 days and a lot of money to send money from here to US or to any country to another. It's not normal that a young kid in Nairobi does have the same chance in life as a young kid in US. It's not normal. Then Web3 company has struggled against to work with traditional institutions. And I know what I'm speaking about because before that I was a group digital officer of the largest bank of Europe. And because of all this not normal stuff, we created EDI foundations.
Yeah. What sectors are you targeting specifically?
So today we focus on AI, health, green tech. We have a lot of projects in green tech. Today, in green tech, we have 76 trillion transactions per year that we're going to put on chain, and payments, of course. And that's the sectors we're focusing. But more or less all our clients are governments, institutions, and business.
So we were saying earlier that this is a stable coin that is backed by the dirham, the AED. Is there a value to the fact that the AED is pegged to the USD in the potential rollout scale of the stablecoin?
Yeah. So if you look at from outside, okay, there is 4 big monetary zones on the Earth. There is US with USDT, USDC. You have Europe with digital euro, who's going to emerge one day. We don't know when. I know because I was speaking. I was the guy in charge of that.
Yeah.
And digital one. And here in Abu Dhabi, who is a leading place for all the region, okay, Africa and Middle East, there is a sweet spot, okay, because Abu Dhabi is very balanced between East and West, North and South. It's the capital of money. They call it the capital of the capital. Okay, capital means money, and there is it's a sweet spot for financial institutions, and we fixed the goal that we want to reach 1 billion clients from 2030. So it's not tough. You
so
see?
on day one, you have your 500 million, and the target is 1 billion by 2030.
Just cross 2.
You think you can get there?
Yeah. It should
Okay,
be
that's
easy.
a big number.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to sit down with you in a few years' time to see where you're at. What do you think is specific to the regulatory setup in the UAE that is allowing for this ecosystem to thrive?
So there's a lot of things in UAE who make things possible. First of all, it's fast. It's efficient. There's rules, but inside these rules, you can do a lot of things.
Yeah.
Okay, and I was completely amazed how fast things are going here. You know, as long as the government's okay, as long as everything's check, boom, you don't need to wait 3 months.
How do you think the UAE fares versus other parts of the world, other jurisdictions in the world?
So I tell you, the UAE chance is that there is already a huge ecosystem of companies who are there. So that's a huge plus. And there is money here. There is a lot of guys who are willing to invest to push initiatives. And there's huge financial background here, huge financial institutions. So I think it can be, okay, there is only one Silicon Valley on Earth, and there is no silicon here, but it's a very fantastic financial hub. So this is why I invite all my buddies from Web3 and from Web2 industries to come and create something here. That's a sweet spot.
Yeah. Let's bring it back to ADI Foundation. Can you just walk us through how the technology is superior to what is already available right now?
So we decided at ADI Foundations to create a layer 2 EVM, and it's a blockchain with a modular. And inside those models, we have a lot of compliance layer in order to be compatible with any jurisdictions where we operate. So it means that one guy in one country couldn't be allowed, and in other country could be allowed, depending on the local jurisdictions. And so that every government can set up their rules depending on their local jurisdictions. That's very important because it is like it is. There is regulations in the world, or we're against that, or we are with that. And all the big financial institutions, as we want to do the bridge between Web 2 and Web 3, between traditional institutions and Web 3, in order to provide clients and activities to all the Web 3 companies. We need, in order to make those bridge, we need to provide those Web 3 companies the possibility to work with local regulations, local governments, and everything like that, so that everybody's okay.
Yeah, ultimately to reduce friction with the transactions, What about reducing the amount of fraud that takes place with payments?
Yeah, so that's a goal. That's one of the goals of the DLT. And you know what, Joumanna, this is one of the reasons why I like this project, why I decided to take the lead on that project, because at the end, what is blockchain? We go back to the basic of blockchain, is blockchain is automatic DLT. This is exactly what we're doing. And we adapt DLT to the real world, so that we can tokenize camels, for example, and make it compliant with the local laws of camels stuff. And we can, depending on the countries where it operates, we can adapt the different projects. Because at the end, the DLT, what it is, it's a decentralized system, it's a decentralized database, and secure, inviolable, protected, and you can build smart contracts on it. We can automatize a lot of things. That's cool.
I was speaking to someone earlier who told me that this year is going to be the year of the stablecoin. I guess you believe the same thing. You also believe that it's going to be the year of the stablecoin. What do you think is going to determine the relative success of the stablecoin that you will issue versus others that are available in the markets?
So that's an important point, and I'm going to extrapolate that. So we have created here the UAE stablecoin, okay? The EA coin. We're not going to stop there. We're going to create a lot of other stablecoin in other countries. Because, again, with my not normal stuff, it's not normal that all the countries cannot have their currency on stablecoin. It's not normal that those guys need to use US dollars or digital euro or whatever is currency who they do not control. And we're going to use a lot of other. We are going to create a lot of other stablecoin in order to empower countries.
Yeah. Okay. So, given we got the last few minutes, let's fast forward to your 2030 vision, because many countries in the region have a 2030 vision. You have your 2030 vision.
Yeah.
You've got your 1 billion users.
Yeah.
Describe to me what ADI Foundation looks like then. What's the ultimate goal?
Okay. What I wish to do is after creating, after or during creating those local stablecoin, we can create little foundries in many countries in order to help local guys to create their dreams, building something on blockchain, on Web3 and others, and help all the industries to address all the markets. Because, of course, again, how many people are doing Web3 every day on Earth? Maybe 10, 20 million? We are 7 billion on Earth, not 10, 20. So we need to create this bridge towards you guys, us guys, and the real world. This is why we're here.
Yeah. Blockchain for social good, everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joumanna.